Hi, welcome to the channel and welcome back for part 2 of Terry's tutorial, The Winter Barn. If you haven't seen the first part, links in the description. In this one, you've already got the whole background, you've already got the buildings painted. What we're going to do now is focus on the foreground and the removal of the masking fluid to really reveal all those pristine whites and all that wonderful snow. So either make a cup of tea or follow along if you want, but kick back and relax and enjoy the show.
The next stage is, we'll just let that dry off. We'll put the fields into the distance. So I'm going to use the foliage brush PX, wash the brush, squeeze the water out. You might see me keep on doing this. So what I do is I wash the brush, and because they hold so much water, and if you try to mix your colours with that amount of water, you're going to mix puddles of paint. So to reduce the amount of water in your brush means you don't have to mix so much colour to get the right shade. So squeeze the water out, make sure it's not too wet. Clean piece of paper. Right. Shadow and burnt sienna. So it's a purpley brown colour. Tap the brush, mask off the horizon, hedgerow, tree, tree, hedgerow. Change the angle. Put another small field in at the top of the hill. Another hedgerow there. Back again. So you kind of zigzag. Right. With the half rigger, again, wash the brush out, squeeze the water out of the brush, and I'm going to use shadow and burnt sienna. And make a start on these trees here. So I'm going up into the masking fluid that I put on earlier with the kitchen towel. So the tree trunk, now you might think I've got a steady hand, but truth be known, it's not quite that way. What I do is I support my hand by, so I hold the brush normally, but my little finger comes out and that rests on the paper and my hand pivots on my little finger. So when I'm painting the tree trunk and branches, I go up like that and it's my fingers that move, not my hand. And if you're painting, so just put those few bits in, but this, so if I start down here, I can move my finger up the paper and my hand is held steady because my little finger is trailing on the board. There we are. So just flick. So it's my fingers that are moving rather than my hand floating above the tree. Bit of a fence there. For the detail on the barn, country olive and burnt umber. So a little bit of ultramarine just to make it darker. So again, rest my finger on the paper, and I'm going to draw my hand along, sliding with my finger steadying my hand. And what I'm after here is what's known as a nervous line. So you just wiggle the line, so it's not a mechanical modern barn. So it's just a bit wavy. Like that. Right, while that's drying off, same colour, burnt umber, country olive and some ultramarine. So ultramarine, burnt umber, country olive. So that's really quite dark there. Right, just make sure it's not too much paint in the brush. That's better. And here, put the detail on the porch of the barn down the lane. The door. Like that. A medium detail brush. Burnt umber. Country olive. It's really quite dark. There's the fence. So I'm just running the brush on the underside of the masking fluid. So the masking fluid will become the snow sitting on top of the fence. Goes to there. There's the tree here, so we just carefully paint that in. Like that. In the foreground, well actually I was going to put some grasses, but I'm going to put the grasses in last. If I put the grasses in now and put a colour wash over the top of the grasses, it will dissolve the grasses into the background. So be patient. Right, the next stage is going to put a few blue washes, which are going to be the shadows on the snow. So to make it nice and fresh, always clean your palette before you do this. Right. Clean water, some cobalt blue, right, so not too strong. So that goes across the track. like that. There's a few tracks coming up like that. This is also in shade, so it comes down the bank, across the road, then up the other side. Some blue, so this is the shadow from the fence. Right, for the so with the same blue, cobalt blue, just going to mix a touch of shadow into that, just so it's not quite as cold and blue. I'll try the colour out first. No, back to cobalt blue. Right, so just paint the side of the barn roof there, a little bit of blue there. On the underside of the snow on the top of the roof just goes in like that. Some blue here. Just make that in shade. Now the fields in the background, what I'm going to do is just going to put a very pale bluey wash over that, just to make this look brighter in the centre. So I don't want the eye to be drawn down the lane too much, so we just put some blue to there. Right, the trees with the foliage brush and shadow and cobalt blue. I'm going to stipple some shade into that. This is in amongst the masking fluid. Same thing here. So it just gives it a bit more body rather than being all masking fluid. So just stipple down to there. Cobalt blue. So this tree here will cast a bit of a shadow over the lean-to barn here. So we just put a bit of shadow into there. And then at the bottom of the painting, so the shadow comes down the bank over the road, leave a few gaps into that masking on the right hand side. So cobalt blue, leave a few gaps. Dab the brush. So leaving little bits of light. Some more blue. Okay, so a little bit of blue down here and some blue on the underside there. Right, just dry this off before I remove the masking fluid. One last thing before removing the masking fluid, of course, is putting those grasses back in. So with some burnt umber and the half rigger, just make that just a little bit darker. That's better. So just flick some grasses coming out of the snow, and on the right hand side as well, in amongst the masking fluid. Right, quick check to see if it's all there. Yeah. Finish off drying. With clean, dry hands. Remove the masking fluid by rubbing with your fingers. So this is where I put the masking fluid on with the kitchen towel. The fence. The foreground. The tracks. On the side of that roof there. Right, so the masking fluid on the top of the trees. Right, remove all of the masking fluid. Don't think I've missed anything. There's no need for a small detail. Take the tape off. So the masking tape you tear away from the painting, as if it lifts the surface, it might rip your painting. That's that. Carefully dispose of it. And there we have a snow scene based on a summer version. So it's snow, snow, quick, quick snow. That was good, wasn't it?
I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Definitely Terry at his finest, showing some of his great techniques there. Now, every week I'm going to release more tutorials. The tutorials are going to be broken down into nice bite-sized pieces, so around 15-20 minutes each, sometimes half an hour, depending on how the actual tutorial will flow. So you'll have a variation to go on. Now, if you want to see more tutorials and you've got the bug and you want to see more of Terry, you can subscribe on our website. Links are in the description, and you can get access to his full film library. But if not, just hang around next week. There'll be a brand new one out. So hopefully I'll see you then. Bye bye from me.